Welcome back to the vlog. So as you can tell by that very poor voice dub, this entire clip was actually filmed without sound. I promise the rest of the vlog doesn't have this issue, but long story short, this clip is just letting you know that I have an embroidery Etsy shop now that I started. I've done a ton of custom embroidered loungewear for birthdays, Mother's Days, all sorts of special occasions, and it's been so fun, so I decided to put it all up on Etsy. If you're interested, it's linked below. I'm working on a custom piece in this vlog that I'll show you kind of the breakdown of how I create a custom embroidery from start to finish, which is super fun. And the other highlight is taking Inch to the dog park. He is so cute. It was like 70 degrees this day, so it's adorable watching him run around in the sunshine. And then lastly, we just kind of give you a little update. It's been a bit of a sad girl spring, but we're working on new techniques coming out of it. If you're in the same place, I get you, girl. Whoa! We're unstable. That's clear. Okay, so we made it to the dog park. Well, it's not really a dog park, it's just like a baseball field where he can run free. We're gonna run around for a while because we have a lot of pent-up energy. So this is the state our flowers are in. I don't even want to know what the water smells like. You know how I love some tulips. We got into we're in a new comfy Allure workout set. Highly recommend them, by the way. We love tempered tulips. Don't do that. Okay, believe it or not, this is the better arrangement. But I think they're gonna perk up. I did one time literally arrange tulips in a vase and forgot the water, and they looked completely dead in the morning, but when I put water in them, they like slowly rose, so that'll be our fun little science experiment. Will these come back to life and look completely different in an hour? God, I hope so. I don't treat myself to flowers very often. Tough. Now we're gonna work on our embroidery. This is the crew neck. I love this yellow color. I'm so excited to see how it turns out. We got these two at the store. And this is our little color palette. If you want a custom sweatshirt of your pet, happily would make you one. I also did like a full set for my mom for Mother's Day with Inch's face on it, obviously. But I've honestly been on this little kick of like making graphics, and it's been really fun for me. So I'm trying to keep it going, trying to make as much stuff as I possibly can. So I'll show you kind of how it starts. Okay, so basically I start with the photo. This is the photo of their cat. And then I just trace over it in different layers. So that's like the main base. And then I can add things like the pink back in. I can do the eyes, and I just kind of slowly play around so that it looks good as a graphic, because obviously not everything translates, but then you kind of end up with this final graphic, and it has 8 different colors, which is actually a lot of variation, but I have a 10 needle embroidery machine, so I can do up to 10. And then she wanted to have text that said best Nana ever, so I just added that. And I have a guy that digitizes it for me, but I am trying to learn to digitize myself, because honestly I have to price everything a lot higher because I have to pay him to digitize. So then kind of this is like an idea of what it'd be like. I only make the text a completely different color so that I can have the choice of different colors. And then this is kind of the breakdown of everything. And then it'll show you, so like this is like the main one, so I have to set up the embroidery machine based on all of this. So yeah, I hope that was interesting. It's not often that you encounter someone with an $11,000 embroidery machine, so I think it's cool to kind of see the process of how everything is made. So we're gonna move on to the embroidery machine. I'm gonna change out a bunch of the threads and then we're gonna get going. We turn this puppy on. Sorry it's backlit, but this is just where my embroidery fits in my small apartment. All my designs go on this little USB, and so all I have to do is plug it in the side, and then there it is. I'm a little nervous this hoop might be too small. Okay, so it is too small. Gotta move on to the bigger hoop one sec. And here is how it came out. I think it's so cute. All right, guys, it is the next day. I was editing this video and I realized that I filmed the rest of the clips, not just the beginning, with no sound as well. The only part that it really matters is when I was updating you guys about my sad girl spring. So I wanted to sit down and talk about that. It's just been a lot of ups and downs for me, really. I'll have days like I had in this vlog where I'm feeling really productive and I'm able to focus on things that are creative and make me happy. And those days are amazing days. Same with my restaurant job and when I'm being distracted by that fast-paced environment that I do enjoy and I know I do well and can thrive off of. But there's also been a lot of days where I don't have as much on my schedule and I do have some time to kind of sit down and think. Maybe something is brought up, or I see a post on social media, or I do something that reminds me of a memory of my relationship, and I've honestly just been spiraling a lot. I noticed that one little thing and one little thought, hey, missing that relationship and that kind of life that I used to have. I can just kind of let it get worse and worse and think about more memories and get even deeper into my depression and sadness, and it becomes really unhealthy, and then I'm unable to get the things done that I want to get done. So that makes me mad at myself and I get even more upset that I'm letting it affect me, and I just feel a lot of times like my own brain isn't in my own control. I feel like these little triggers can completely monopolize my thoughts and my ability to go about my day-to-day. I just feel like I've been on this roller coaster of good, bad, and lately it's been more of the bad. So I was talking to my therapist about it and she suggested that we try a new form of therapy called EMDR, I believe. And it's basically mimicking how your brain scans everything in REM sleep. So I don't know if you've ever seen somebody's eyes going back and forth really, really rapidly when they're sleeping in REM. And that is basically your brain scanning over all of the things from the day and processing all the information that is there. So what you basically do is you follow a dot or a finger really rapidly back and forth, and that kind of mimics that REM sleep cycle in your brain. And then they bring up these memories and emotions and they try to redirect them into you seeing them as a positive and seeing the positive things that came out of them, instead of them bringing up that pain, that sadness that you felt during the memory. And that's definitely what happens to me. So we're starting the process of kind of figuring out what my trigger memories are and backtracking those even further to figure out why they make me feel very insecure, inadequate, like I'm gonna be alone forever. Those are like a lot of my top ones. I know that a lot of that isn't rooted in just this breakup. It's rooted in a million other relationship and life experiences that happened before. So we're working on that, and I'm really excited to kind of see how it works for me. But it's gonna be a long process, so it might be a while till I kind of have some results to talk about. If you are feeling kind of stuck, maybe that's something that you can try as well, and hopefully it will be helpful for you. I think I've also been really emotionally charged because of everything happening with abortion right now and Roe v. Wade possibly being overturned. That as a woman has really struck a chord with me and just infuriates me to no end that our government and mostly white men are trying to take away a decision that every woman should be able to make for themselves. There's so many factors when going into making the decision about abortion. I just can't believe that we're in a world that this is even back up for debate. Even the thought of this proves how far we have to go for equality for women and how many strides there still are to make and how big the divide still is. Even with all the strides we have made in the past decade, it's still not enough, but I digress. After the embroidery, I packed everything up, made it look all nice, and my friend did pick up the sweatshirt to give to her mom and invited me over for some Chinese. I was a little indifferent if I wanted to go. Sometimes I feel like socializing, even though it's good for me living alone to kind of get out and be with people, I feel guilty about doing it because I feel like there's other projects that I could be doing. I wanted to make more progress on the festival outfit that I've been working on for the past few weeks, but I'm glad I went. Since it was such a nice day, I decided I wanted to make a fun cocktail. So I got some fun tequila at the store and a couple ingredients and made summer lemon margaritas. It was great. Today is also a nice day. I have the next couple days off, so I'll work on the festival outfit and I'll get a vlog up. That'll make me feel good. I just wanted to let you know, Sad Girl Spring is a thing. We're getting into summer, so hopefully the sunshine and the heat finally will get us all in a better mood. Make sure, as always, to like and subscribe. Follow me, my dog, my brand on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.